bottom dollar. Great programming coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Stand by. Hold on. Talk at its finest, coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. In about 2 minutes, stand by. We know what guys are talking about. Stand by. A great show coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. In about 30 seconds. Stand by. Don't go away. Stop. If they're talking about it at the barbershop, we're talking about it here on SME. Great show coming up in about 30 seconds. Don't go away. Stand by. It's time. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Another great product on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yeah!
It is from this highland region of Kisi.
A conscious Jubilee leadership once again visited the opposition strongholds of Kisi and Bungoma counties.
In Kisi town, the women walk side by side.
I'm the law around here.
All that boy got to do is just play the damn thing. It's going to be undeniable, man. Undeniable, baby.
I'm knocking somebody the fuck out. You understand what I'm saying?
You.
Kicking it with QC show.
This is a podcast. Yes, you have reached another episode of the Kicking It with KC show. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and we're jamming a little bit with a couple songs leading into this, and today I have the esteemed honor of being able to speak to my friend, business associate, client, and everything else, the queen of promotions, Arlinda Garrett, who I've known probably now for at least over 15 years plus. She is
at least 15.
At least 15 years. She is a stronghold here in Atlanta, who now I claim who now actually has the reins of the music scene here in Atlanta, and I credit her for having a big hand and a part of that. And so I titled this show "How the South Was Won." And the conversation.
We need to do that, yeah.
The conversation with the Queen of Promotions, Arlinda Garrett. So, welcome to the Kingdom KC show. Arlinda, how are you doing today?
Well, good morning. Good morning, everybody. And I'm great. I'm feeling good, pumped up. and, ready to go.
That's right. So, like I said, I've known you for a long time, and what I like to talk about is probably your roots on how you got started. And what I know is how I met you was at one point in time, me with my website, wholeteam.com, I was actually selling independent artists online, consignment, probably before CD Baby was doing it, but we would actually take the CDs, sell them online, and ship them out worldwide. So that was what we were doing. We also had consignment with local stores. So we were like, okay, where's the local record stores around? So we ended up walking into A to Z Records, which you were owner of. We walked in. That's how we basically met, right from day one. And you allowed us to put some CDs in there. I can't remember who the artists were. It may have been Prophetic. So it was one of the groups from around locally that we put in the store.
Well, that's exactly how T.I. and Ludacris and all those guys, all the independent artists, that's pretty much how they did get started. But I kind of got my start back with Jack the Rapper, with the situation or a conference like I'm planning this year. But I know we'll get to that later. But basically, I was able to attend the Jack the Rapper and meet people. I made sure that I kept in touch with people, that I followed up, and eventually these people, we became friends. This business of music, it keeps you so busy. And if you're passionate about this, it'll keep you so busy that you don't have outside friends. You end up being friends with the people in the music industry. So when you think you have a friend and they betray you in this industry, you scratch your head and go, wow, I thought that was my friend. My friend did this to me.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you had a lot of that. I'm sure you had a lot of that going on there.
Yes, back in the day, this is how you did it. I mean, you couldn't get a plane and go to New York. I mean, you could. You could get on a plane, go to New York, take your music in hand, or take your artist in tow next to you, and present them at the record label, and hope you can get into an appointment. But with Jack the Rapper, you didn't have to wait for an appointment. You would bump into people, Luke Skywalker, Suge Knight, all of them were there. These were guys that were just coming up. They hadn't even really gotten to their peak of their career. So to be able to meet these people, and the people like a Jackie Ward, who was the general manager of Luke Records, a woman, these are forerunners before even me. I met these people, and they took me under their wings, and they trained me. They taught me. They gave me their knowledge. And this is what I've been doing here in Atlanta for the last 20 years.
Wow. Oh, man, that's great. Shout out to, we got a room full of people coming in. We got Grego, we got my man Sluggo, we got Dollars and Cents, all of them X-Squad affiliates who is my group of podcasters, and we also have my man That Ninja here from Real Cast Rangers. So shout out to everybody that's joining in with us. Remember, if y'all are listening to us on KeyC.com or XSquadAffiliates.com, you can click the chat bubble right there on the screen and interact with us. Be sure to like and share it out. So, you, like you said, the Jack the Rapper, and I know Jack the Rapper was huge in Atlanta at that time.
The thing about Jack the Rapper moved around. So you could do Jack the Rapper, you could catch him in Texas. He would bring these people to us. You could catch him in L.A., you could catch it in Atlanta, but it was huge in Atlanta in the 90s.
Yeah.
It was huge, yes. And that's where we're headed.
Yes, and we were going to discuss your music conference, the MBE conference, and how you're going to grow and take it to the next level of where Jack the Rapper was and beyond. Correct?
Right.
All right, so right now I want to talk about Atlanta. It was a fledgling city as far as hip-hop when I first got down here. I got down here in the 90s. It had its own niche and its own scene, but as far as hip-hop, you can only listen to it on the radio after a certain time. the radio stations weren't really playing it. You didn't have
there was no Hot 107.9.
There was no Hot 107. Nope.
No, B103 was kind of more R&B, more mainstream.
Yep. You only had Ryan Cameron after 6 o'clock. That's what you had at that time, and that's at a certain point in time. And
right.
And pretty much we, at that time we had our own music scene here. You had your Florida scene, but it was probably bass music, aka booty shake music at that time. And then you had other artists who like Ghetto Mafia and Hitman Sammy Sam. You had other artists that were local, but they really weren't able to get on the scene like they wanted to. Until I guess the Dungeon Family pretty much pushed through.
Well, it was more of a regional sound that it never really spread throughout the whole United States. Kind of like the state of go-go. Go-go music is still hot,
yes,
but only in that region.
Correct.
People have now migrated to other cities, so you're getting more of it. But it never really, the booty shake never really went away, but it never spread nationally.
Okay, now tell me how. Now, the A to Z preface, and now that's what I never knew was, did you do A to Z record store first, or did you do the promotions, or did you do them simultaneous at that time?
The promotions led to A to Z. To be honest, let's go back a little bit.
Okay.
I want to give you guys a little bit of a window in my life. I started in the industry way back. We're going to just say way back. And I started in Texas. I met a guy who was a program director. We had dinner with some friends of his, and these people were like, hey, carte blanche, whatever you want. It's almost like they had the black card, but back then the black card didn't exist. So I asked him, what do these people do? And he said, they're called record promoters. I said, exactly what is that? They're responsible for maintaining the radio, getting that radio airplay first. You get the radio airplay, you maintain it, and then you push the record up the charts. The goal is to get the record on Billboard magazine in the top 100. I said, I can do that. Not knowing if I could or not. I just took on the attitude that I could, because it was quite appealing to be able to sit down and eat whatever you wanted, no matter what it cost. There was no limits. So we had expense accounts. So that started my career. I moved out to L.A. I worked out there for years, and then I kind of took a break, got married, had kids. That passion, that desire, that music was still in my blood. So when we got back to the United States, after touring Europe, I said, you know what, I got to get back in this business because nothing else makes me happy. And then I met someone who hired me at Capitol, and I'm sorry, at that time, it was Priority Records. Priority Records had a kid named Mac 10. He had Ice Cube. This is Brian Turner. We had all these artists, Conscious Daughters, Raz Cash. So I was living in D.C. when I was working for them, and I couldn't get this music played in D.C. for nothing in the world. And one day we were having a conversation, a conference call, and I said to my boss, this is in the 90s, I said, I would love to move to the South. And he said, well, let me know where you want to go and what you're going to do when you get there. I said, well, I think I can make a dent down there. I've been going to this Jack the Rapper conference. I've met people. I kind of know my way around. I said, I really would love to give it a shot. He moved me here in the 90s. I started the promotions, and we had a really big run with an artist that most of you recognize as Master P.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm looking at the gold and platinum plaques. I'm About It, Fiend, Mia X, No Limit.